My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Alright, so now here's the part where I give you the disclaimer of if you are under 18, please go watch one of my Kung Fu videos. Even if they suck, go to Kung Fu Havoc number 1 and watch everything that I put up there, like the Age of Ascension and whatever else I have there, probably a couple of cussing rants and things like that, with some nunchucks and stuff like that. So go watch that. This here is for adults, okay? So if you kids are like some ass monkey dick tips, then you probably shouldn't really be watching this. But if you want to hear important things that you will have to learn as you get older, I really advise you to get your parent to let you watch with it. I will try to keep it as rated PG-13 as possible, which means there will probably be a lot of damn swearing in here. Okay, let's begin. So tonight I was watching Nightline with Lester Hall, and at the end of it, this let's see, I don't know really the right way to put this politely, but this clusterfuck in America about university rape cultures and shit, this shit's gotta come to an end. Tonight I watched on the news, and this dude done raped, or allegedly raped, 7 women, and has gotten away with it, and that's fine and dandy. I'm not gonna play the race card because yes, he was a white man, and yes, I know that if he was a black man, he probably would have gotten the chair, or if he was any man of color, he would have gotten the chair. No, I'm not gonna play that card because that's not necessarily true. There have been black people who have done the same crime and have managed to get away with it for years, aka the Charlottesville serial rapist. Why did I bring that up? Because they tried to arrest me for that shit, and I'm nowhere near 6 feet tall. I will never see 6 feet tall. This guy was 6'6" or 6'5" and every bit of 200 pounds. I am about $120. So, yeah. And to see Charlottesville PD or the ATF tried to get me for that shit. I'm also like high yellow compared to that guy. He was like brown, not caramel, but not like dark chocolate, but that in between caramel and brown and dark chocolate, that color. And a big guy, The thing with that is, I'm like, there have been many of people who have been committing these crimes and getting away with it time and time and time and time and time again. And by the way, the serial rapist, he was a father of daughters. Of all people, you would think that the last thing he would ever think about that is a man who has daughters, because I'm sure he wouldn't want nobody doing that to his kids. And everybody, I don't give a damn who you are, you have been somebody's child at one time in your life. Whether your parent was a decent person or a piece of shit, you have been someone's child. So, you have to accept that. You have a mother, unless your mother's a test tube and you were born out of a cow like the Beastmaster, you have a mother and a father. A sperm and an egg, a penis and a vagina created you. Alright? Got that out of control? Got that established? Good. Because if you don't understand that part, then somewhere in your school system, your teachers have totally failed you. And they suck. Balls. Big time. Anyway, so, there have been a lot of things going on here in Virginia, specifically in Charlottesville, because of the Rolling Stone magazine rape case thing going on. It's one of those twisted turns of events. And then to hear this thing on the news tonight with Brian Williams, not Brian Williams, excuse me, wrong guy completely. So if I said that earlier, what I meant to say was Lester Hall. I'm sorry. After 10 minutes, everybody who's in front of a TV camera on the news looks exactly the same to me. Whether they're white or black or whatever, they all look exactly the same to me because I'm hearing what they're saying, and most of the time I only zoom in on their mouth. I know that sounds really bad, but I'm zooming in on their mouth. I'm not even focused on their eyes or anything what they're saying. And then if the screen changes, I'm aware of that. So that should tell you that my situational awareness needs a little bit of work. But anyway, so I'm sitting here and I'm watching this thing, and I'm like, well, damn, we're having all of these fucking problems with rapes in universities. And I'm thinking to myself, well, hell, I went to community college. Hell, I'm still trying to go back to community college. Come on, Army, stop dicking me. Anyway, the whole concept of these rape cultures and shit, rape has been happening since the dawn of time. With after the Bible stuff. We'll say that. Because there's not a whole bunch of rape references in the Bible, and if there is, no one's pointed them out to me. And no, I'm not going to sit down and go get the New Testament and the Old Testament and read that shit to you so that you guys here on YouTube can find it. If you want to know about that, you go read it yourself. I have a preacher at my job. If I have any questions, I'll just ask him. It works better for me to ask someone who's living that life. Alright, so now, with all the rape cultures and shit going on, there's something going on in these young people's house. Because you have to teach your son as a man that it's cool to get sex from a girl, but she has to be willing. If she says no, you go out that thing right there called a door. Now, porn is free. And nowadays, not like when I was a teenager, it's socially acceptable to masturbate. So, take your little ass out that door. When she says no, it's time to go. So you take your little ass out that door, and you can go to the Ultimate Bliss sex store and buy that flashlight vagina thingy, and go to town. Or you could be like Deadpool. Get a lotion and a unicorn, and have at it. Now, maybe that came out wrong, or did it? But, you can go and do that and, play with your dick tip, and you'll be fine. You won't be raping anybody because you'll rub one off. Now, granted, nothing is like human contact. However, when the female of the human species says no, you need to go. Also, if your skin is brown, your ass might be going down. And you don't want to go to jail with people thinking that you're a rapist, because you very well may be the next victim. So you want to keep that shit in mind before you do something stupid. Alright? The rape culture in America in general is not just home down to the University of Virginia. Alright, I'm not just saying that because this is my hometown, and that's generally like this big clusterfuck that's going on in the major federal courthouse right now with like this $1 million lawsuit on the victim, on the school, on all these other things. Rape is serious, people. It's deadly fucking serious. And the thing is, we have to teach our girls that not everything they do is unsexually provoking to men. Because I'm sorry, and I'm going to say this, and you're not going to like it. And to be honest with you, because I'm an honest man, I don't give a damn. I'm only going to say this because it's 1,000% true. A lot of you women don't know that you send mixed signals. You don't. A lot of men don't know that sometimes what you do or what you say is just a natural instinct or natural reflection of yourself, and they don't give a damn, or they just are incredibly stupid like me. But I'm smart enough to know that when a woman says no, N-O, not K-N-O-W, it means no. And it also means it's time to go. If you're only after a girl that you're interested in just for sex, you need to be forward with her and let her know. And if she's not down, then you go find the next one. But don't keep hounding the one that you really want because she doesn't want you. Because if you take the booty, you will be the booty that is taken. Understand where I'm going? Karma is a small circle. Sometimes it takes a slow turn. And sometimes it's very fucking fast. Like instant karma. So the thing you gotta understand, if you're doing something illegal, you're going to have to pay for your sins and your crimes eventually. It's all just a matter of time. And my phone's going to ring really soon. The Archangel's going to call me. And when that happens, I'm going to stop this video. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a limit to things you have to learn. So as a man, I want to hope like hell that I set a good example for my nephews and other gentlemen who are following me. And I'm going to set an example by saying this one thing. Every woman I've ever dated, I have never had to force myself on. And my reason for that is really quite simple. I treat a young lady the way I would want to be treated if she was the man and I was the woman. That way there's no pressure for us to have sex. Because it's a lot of pressure being a young girl when a guy's talking a whole bunch of bullshit to get you out of your drawers. And most of the guys, really, that's all we're about. So you have to find a guy who's not a boy in men's clothing who wants to knock you up and then run for the fucking hills and tell everybody that your pussy stinks. Yes, I said it, that your pussy stinks. Well, here's the thing. Men, your genitalia stinks too. If you don't wash properly, you will have a smell. Women, if you wash properly, you should not smell until that time of the month. And everybody has a sweat scent anyway. Moving on. If you treat a young woman the way you would want to be treated had you been born a girl, you have a better chance of understanding how they work out a little bit. You also have a better chance of not getting any, but that's cool because it's their body and it's their right to say no. Just because you're a man does not give you the right to dominate a woman. Right? And since we're grossly outnumbered, you might want to be careful and also probably take a note from John Wayne Bobbitt. You don't want to fall asleep if you're treating them like shit because your shit might get snipped off. It's another reason why most men should probably sleep with one eye open even if you don't treat your woman like shit, because if she wants to leave you, that's a step in the right damn direction. So, what have we learned? We have learned that rape is a horrible, most devastating crime. I watch a lot of ID. I've watched some stuff on ID this morning that totally got me upset because this young lady was 18. Her life was just getting started. She worked somewhere, I don't remember, but she was beaten and raped over a freaking car stereo. I'm really going to probably have to stop watching TV, because these things get me gratefully upset. And, the thing is that it all starts with how are we raising our young boys to be young men? All right, I'm going to be the first to tell you. Shh. Sex is fucking awesome. However, it has to be consensual. You can't just take it. See, what Looney Tunes forgot to tell you young guys, that if you pull a Pepe Le Pew, you're going to Pepe Le Pew your ass in jail. It's okay to flirt with girls. It's okay to talk to them and engage in conversations. It is not okay to forcibly grope them or touch them or pull a Donald Trump and supposedly stick your tongue down their throat without their fucking permission. Now, women, on the other hand, I can't give you your point of view. I'm not a woman, and I'm not a gay man. So, for that, you'll have to go somewhere else if you're looking for sexual advice. The best thing I can tell you is, if you're going to have sex, first and foremost, most important thing, these things right here, make sure that jerk's wearing one on his dick tip. Alright? The reason is, because there's a lot of boys in men's clothing. Alright? Let me explain that. Because you're all thinking, but if you're 18 or 21, you're a grown man. Wrong. Some people aren't grown men until they're well in their 40s because they have to learn the hard way that being a man and being a dad and being a father is a full-time commitment and responsibility. Your baby mama drama is probably mostly your fault for not doing your fucking job. I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's the truth. And on the other side, for you young women who have baby daddy drama, it's probably your fault because you, being a dumbass, decided to have a baby with this boy who is not yet a man, not yet ready to be a dad. Just because he has a good job doesn't mean he wants to be a dad. Which you also should have probably talked that shit out before you decided 9 months from now that you're going to pop one out for him, whether he wants it or not, because men don't really get a say in that. And you're wondering, how did I get off track from rape to unwanted baby syndrome? Oh, I'm still on the same track. You just weren't paying attention. Sometimes when a woman is forced or raped, they don't have a say in whether they can keep the baby or not, because there are laws against abortions in some states, which I totally disagree with. I strongly believe in the woman's right to choose. Do I support abortion? That's a heads or tail question. You know what I'm saying? That's a heads or tail question, because here's the thing. If I am a woman and you rape me, I should not have to bear that monster that you put inside me because you decided that you wanted to fuck me and I decided against it, but because I was smaller or weaker or you got me by surprise, broke in my house and raped me at knife point when I was in my bed sleeping, I didn't have a choice. And then the government comes in and says, well, I'm sorry, you're 15 years old. You're not old enough to have an abortion, even if you were raped. And now you have to keep this monster's child because a lot of people are going to say, the baby's innocent. So was the girl that was raped. All right? Even if the girl was the biggest fucking whore on the fucking planet. If she says no, she's innocent. And she shouldn't have to take and whore the baby of somebody who just decided he was going to jam his dick up in there and knock her the fuck up because he could. So, what do we do? I don't know, but I'll make a second video. This is Comfort Havoc number 2. BC.